This is the Royals POSTCAST, your instant game reaction for the Kansas City Royals. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
All right, welcome into the Royals POSTCAST, your go-to spot for live post-game reaction to every single Royals game this season. I'm your host, Chance Liebau. You can follow me on Twitter at that is at Chance Liebau. That's right by my name tag here on the live stream. If you can't make a show live, like maybe tonight, with it being 11:45 Central Standard Time, these episodes are always uploaded for you on demand wherever you get your podcasts, and always can find us on YouTube at our Locked On Royals channel. I want to say thank you for making the Locked On Royals podcast or the Royals POSTCAST your first listen of the day. Before we get started, remember to subscribe to the channel and turn on our notifications so that you get an alert whenever we go live. Thanks for joining the show, and feel free to join the live chat. Let me know your thoughts on the game, and I'll do my best to get to some of these comments. Royals lose tonight, 4-3. Man, that was an abysmal performance for the Royals offense all night long. They just didn't get anything going against a guy that was in the farm for the longest time. I mean, give credit to Mason Barnett for in some way a revenge game, but a guy with a 6.85 ERA in 5 major league starts just absolutely made the Royals look like a bunch of minor league hitters. And tonight, the Royals just weren't good enough. A 3-run home run there in the end. From 3 runs there from Jacob Wilson with the RBI. He gets it going there late. Like I said, I didn't get to watch all of this game because of the fact that I was calling a high school game tonight. I started watching when it was 3-0 Royals, and then all of a sudden just didn't get enough. Noah Cameron was just fine, I thought. I mean, he wasn't as good as he has been at his best, but I think that this was a Royals game tonight that there are plenty of fingers to point. There are plenty of people to be upset with. But in my opinion, Noah Cameron was not the guy that you could point at. And in a night of really bad performances, Noah Cameron is our player of the game.
This is the Locked On Player of the Game.
And he was fine. And I think it says more about this game than it does about Noah Cameron, that he really just was unspectacular throughout the entire thing and is our player of the game because he was not very good. 45% in the zone. Used his curveball a lot. Did not have much confidence in that fastball this evening against the A's. I just didn't think that he was very aggressive in the zone tonight. And I think that this is a really, really good offense for the A's. They obviously have some bats in that lineup that are a little bit scary. Excuse me. So I think that is a situation when you're playing in a minor league ballpark at high elevation in Sacramento. It's probably more of a little bit of a cautionary tale for a guy like Noah Cameron to go in there and just flood the strike zone with hittable pitches. I think that he was very wary of that tonight, which is why you saw his really bad command. I mean, 4 walks tonight. I believe that's a career high for Noah Cameron, if I'm not mistaken. Just was not very good. And then out of the bullpen, Taylor Clark gives up some runs. And then in the 9th inning, Luinder Avila. I don't love going to Avila in that spot, especially with how well Serpa was pitching. I get that you're playing matchups in that situation, but man, that was just a really unfortunate decision for Macatro, and I don't think that it was the right one. I thought that Angel Serpa was pitching much better than what we had seen from Luinder Avila. I'd much rather have him in that spot. But Noah Cameron, he was our player of the game purely because nobody in the offense did anything. I mean, do you really want to give it to Jonathan India for going 1 for 3 with a pair of strikeouts just because he hit a 3-run home run? The Royals as a team totaled just 4 hits tonight all game long. As a lineup, they had just 8 hard hit balls on the evening, and 7 of them came off of Mason Barnett. The only hard hit ball they didn't get off of Barnett was in the 9th, or in the it was the 9th inning off of it was Bobby Witt Jr. on an infield single. So I mean, this was just a really, really bad thing for the Royals tonight offensively. Noah Cameron was solid. I didn't think he was great. Far too often, Noah Cameron just misses spots. When he's not aggressive in the zone, he is not a very good pitcher. And very often he does that when he's on the road. especially in a ballpark like Sacramento. Sutter Health Field is a very small ballpark. Go and look at the park factor on MLB Savant, because it is atrocious how little that ballpark is compared to others. So when you have that, it's definitely going to be a struggle for a pitching staff. But I thought the rest of the bullpen guys did well. I thought Taylor Clark pitched just fine. Jonathan Bolin came in and pitched really well. I've been pleased with him. But yeah, just not enough from the offense today. And when we come back, we will dive a little bit deeper into what we saw from the offense today in a pretty dreadful performance. That's all coming up next on the Royals Postcast. Today's episode is brought to you by Prize Picks. Every day we make decisions, but on Prize Picks, being right can actually get you paid. Don't miss the excitement of this football season with Prize Picks, where it's good to be right. Playing Prize Picks is such a fun, simple way to add more excitement to football. You just pick more or less on player projections like Josh Allen's passing yards or Saquon Barkley rushing for a touchdown, and you're in the game. I love how quick Prize Picks is. You can make your lineup in just under a minute. And my favorite part is that Prize Pick just added stacks. So if I want to ride with a player, I can select their pass yards, rush yards, and touchdowns all in one lineup. It's also fun to follow other players in the app and copy their lineups with one click. And the new injury reboot feature: if your player leaves early and doesn't return, it won't count against you. Download the Prize Picks app today and use code LOCKEDONMLB for $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code LOCKEDONMLB for $50 in lineups after your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, it's good to be right. Today's episode is also brought to you by FanDuel. The NFL season is here, and FanDuel has an offer you don't want to miss. Right now, new customers can bet just $5 and get $300 in bonus bets if you win. That's right. Pick a bet, put down $5, and if it hits, you'll unlock $300 in bonus bets to use across the app. I love how FanDuel gives me so many ways to play. I built parlays, tried player props, and even followed live lines during games. It makes watching football even more exciting when you've got a little something riding on the action. So what are you waiting for? Visit FanDuel.com to download the FanDuel app today and get started. All right, let's talk about the offense. And Rich brings a great question here in the chat. Will Cags figure things out at the plate? He seems a little lost out there lately. Will they send him to the AFL this fall? That's a great question, Rich, and I appreciate the question. I don't know. I mean, I think that this is I think that rather than sending Jac Caglianone out there to do what he did in Omaha, not only before his promotion, but after his promotion, during his rehab assignment, which is just crush minor league pitching. I mean, what is the benefit of sending Jac Caglianone to Arizona Fall League? I mean, we already know that Jac Caglianone can hit minor league pitching. There's just really no reason to send him down there. And I think that more than anything, a guy like him just needs an off season to have a mental reset, to come back and to take these 5 or 6 months and just kind of decompress, work on himself, not have to see live pitching. I mean, yeah, the ABs are good, the reps are great, but if they're bad reps, then what's really the point in it? I mean, what are you gaining from that? I agree. Jac Caglianone just looks lost at the plate right now. Pours in another 0 for tonight, an 0 for 1, or he strikes out once. Really just didn't do enough. But to his credit, it's just man. I don't even know what to say at this point. I just think he's a bit overmatched at this point, and I think that an off season of just a little bit of stepping away from, because he's played a lot of baseball. I mean, remember, he played a ton of games at Florida, then came and played professionally, then played in the Arizona Fall League, and had played a ton in spring training. I mean, that's a lot of baseball for a young guy like him. And I'm sure in the year before he was in the Cape. I think that this is a situation where they probably just want to give him some R&R, especially this offseason. He's played more games this season than he has in his entire career. So I would say just pump the brakes a little bit on Cags. I think that it's a little bit too soon to hit the panic button, but there's obviously some red flags that are popping up and some things that I think he needs to adjust on, which I think he will this offseason. And then David brings up a question here in the chat. First to good, I hope Frazier, Yasny, and Gritchett come back next year. We have played better since they arrived. Second Q has finally driven me over the edge. Why play fielders out of position? Well, I think that's a great question, David. Appreciate you for asking it. I think that more than anything, it's I don't know if I'd call it a tryout, but I mean, this is a open season. And also they're without Kyle Isbell, who's their starting center fielder. They're having to play some guys around. They have 3 second basemen on the roster. I don't think that they expected that to be happening this season with Adam Frazier, Michael Massey, Jonathan India. I think that you're just going to see that on occasion. I would say that Frazier playing in left field is not really out of position. Cag's playing in right, obviously out of position. Yaz in center. I mean, who else are you going to have in center field? John Rave? I'd rather not. So I just think that while you bring up a good point, I've grown frustrated with Matt Quatraro as well. But the offense, I could give a rat's behind where guys are playing defensively, play the best nine, and tonight the Royals I feel like played probably their best nine, especially against a right-handed pitcher. I mean, obviously Kyle Isbell's hurt, but I felt like this was probably their best nine they could throw out there, and you find ways to get guys on the field and play them at different positions, and you kind of just lay the cards as they may. And I thought that tonight's game was more so disappointing on the offensive end than anything. I mean, obviously there were some defensive miscues that were concerning, but then again, those are going to happen. It's late in the season. It's getting late for all of us, man. It's been a tough run for the Royals, and I mean, yeah, the defensive miscues are very concerning. I think that they have to be better out there in the outfield, and I think that'll come this offseason. But they expected MJ Melendez to be a guy that played a lot this season. They expected Hunter Renfroe to at least be serviceable enough. They expected Mark Canha to at least at some point be available to them to be able to, be a platoon guy against lefties. So a lot of what they're dealing with right now is just a lack of development from some key guys in the farm system. But appreciate you guys' questions here tonight. Appreciate a pretty big crowd given the circumstances. 11:45 we start this, and we are going to be signing off around midnight. So appreciate you guys for being here with us tonight, spending your Friday night with us. Obviously a disappointing loss for the Royals, but the season is pretty much already wrapped up. They can still take 2 of 3 and finish with a winning record. I think that would be great for, team morale, great for the, just looking ahead to 2026. But I appreciate you guys for being here tonight. There will not be a show tomorrow. Like I said, I will be at Jack's wedding, so no show tomorrow. But then on Sunday, we will do a show on Sunday. We'll try to extend a little bit longer so you guys can get some questions in there, and I'll do my best to answer some of them. And then I will go into hibernation until the Royals season opens up in April. Appreciate you guys. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and tell all your friends, because we appreciate you guys for being fans of the Locked On Royals channel. We will see you guys coming up on Sunday for another edition of the Royals Postcast.